A stunning rendition by Minnie V, very well received by this capacity crowd at Madison Square Garden. The Knicks and the Boston Celtics, Game 6 of the Eastern Conference Semifinal Series. Knicks trailing 3-2, hoping to tie things up at 3 and force Game 7 back at the Boston Garden on Sunday afternoon. The Knicks and the Celtics getting set to be introduced as the crowd continues to file in. Right now, let's go down to Carl Martin for the introduction of the starting lineup.
Forwards, number 31, Cedric Maxwell. And the captain of the Celtics, number 33, Larry Bird. The coach for Boston is K.C. Jones. His assistants, Chris Ford and Jim Rogers. The trainer is Ray Melchiori. And now here they are, the New York Knickerbockers. Starting at guard, number 2, Rory Sparrow. Number 6, Trent Tucker. At center, wearing number 25, Bill Cartwright. And at the forwards, number 21, Len Robinson. And the captain of the Knicks, number 30, Bernard King. The coach of the Knickerbockers is Hubie Brown. His assistants, Rick Pitino and Richie Adubato. The trainer is Mike Saunders. And tonight's officials,
Now I know what they mean about a home court advantage, Butch. I mean, if you're wearing the white uniforms tonight and you're not ready to play, then you're legally dead.
Well, Jim, this can do one of two things. As you see the starting lineups, Bernard King will go against probably Larry Bird, Robinson against Maxwell, Cartwright against Parrish, Sparrow will go against Henderson, and Tucker will go against Scott Wedman, who is starting in place of Dennis Johnson. So I still have to believe that Johnson will show up somewhere along the line tonight. It can work one of two ways. It can make you sky high and you can play a tremendous game, or else this can tighten you up and the next thing you know you're behind. But I would like to think in terms of the first thing as you see the officials.
Game 6, moments away. Jim Carmelos and Butch Beard. By Boston with the tip. Henderson a miss. Sparrow pushing it forward. Parrish with a rebound. Cornbread. Cartwright. Release to Bernard King. Chuck Robinson. A foul. And Larry Bird has fouled Chuck Robinson.
Good pass that time, Jim, by Bernard King over to Truck Robinson. Truck passed up the little 15, well, actually a little 12-footer, drove to the hoop, put it up left-handed, was fouled by Larry Bird. Robinson shoots 2 free throws. Both ball clubs have to be a little tight, a little tense at this stage. Hopefully they can settle down and get into their game plan, and the ball club that can do that the quickest may end up being the winner.
And the Knicks take the lead at 1-0. Wedman on the back line with Henderson. Bird out of the corner. The Knicks double him right away. Offensive foul. They doubled up on Bird. That left Henderson free. Bird got him the ball and Henderson charged.
Henderson could have very easily taken a little 10-footer, tried to get closer, ended up with the charging foul.
Henderson playing Sparrow. And a foul on Henderson. That's 2 quick fouls on Henderson. And if Dennis Johnson, because of his injury, sees limited action tonight, that's going to put a lot of pressure on K.C. Jones and the Boston team.
Well, he has M.L. Carr over there, who he will probably play tonight at the guard position.
Cartwright a miss as he took it right to Parrish. Sparrow playing Henderson. Trent Tucker is playing Wedman. Maxwell being played by Chuck Robinson. Bernard King is on Bird, and Cartwright and Parrish. Bernard stole the ball. is in trouble. Boy, Knicks ran up the court. Bernard was in the back court under pressure and no one to throw it to. Chuck Robinson goes to the basket on Larry Bird. And Chuck has the Knicks' first 3 points as the Knicks lead 3-0. Cartwright, another rebound. Knicks trying to stay alive. And Parrish with a rebound. 3-0, the Knicks on top. And Casey Jones calls timeout. Played a minute 53 seconds, and the Celtics have yet to score. The Knicks leading 3-0. All right, the Knicks against the Celtics here in playoff games at Madison Square Garden have won 12 out of 20. Into Parrish. Chuck Robinson climbs for the rebound. Chuck Robinson averaging over 8 rebounds a game in this series, has been the Knicks' leading rebounder. And there's Trent Tucker, who's been shooting very, very well of late. Shot well in Boston, really the only shining light for the Knicks there, along with Bernard King on Wednesday, and it's now 5-0 the Knicks as Bird connects on the inside. Larry Bird, good position inside.
Larry Bird did get the good position that time on Bernard King, and he ended the drought for the Boston Celtics.
Actually, there was no help for Bernard there. He was isolated with Bird. Bird at 6'9", easily shot over. Bernard King, beautiful arcing jump shot, and Bernard's on the board, and the Knicks lead 7-2.
King came off of a nice pick by Chuck Robinson, was freed up from 15 feet, hit the open jumper.
So now it's Bird against King. Henderson wide open. And Maxwell, the reason, according to that position there, was Chuck came out to bother the jump shot by Henderson, which left Maxwell open. No one picked up Truck's man. 7-4 the Knicks. Bernard King, bottom of the net again. The Knicks lead 9-4.
Bernard is doing a good job of moving without the ball, Jim. That time coming off of a double screen and hitting the little 15-foot jumper.
Great rebound by Tucker. Tucker in with the big guys, tipped it to himself. Cartwright over Bird. And now the Knickerbockers lead by 7.
And Bill Cartwright beat Parrish down the floor that time, and he ended up with a little jumper right over Bird as Chuck Robinson picks up the foul against Maxwell.
Good call. Chuck Robinson trying to overplay, reached in and fouled Maxwell. John Vanek and Earl Strom, 2 veteran officials, working game 6.
And the Knicks are doing exactly what they would like to do on the defensive end, forcing only one shot, then getting to the defensive boards.
They kicked King off that time, and that's all the time that Larry Bird needed to make it 11-6. Bird has 4 of the 6 Celtic points. King has 4 of the 11 Knick points. Bernard King. And it's 13-6 Knickerbockers.
Super crossover dribble by Bernard King, which freed him up against Maxwell for the 2 points.
Wedman on the baseline. And it's 13-8 Knicks.
Well, the Celtics were able to run down a missed shot, got the ball over to Wedman, who hit the little baseline jumper. Good job by Henderson there.
7:18 to play in the first period. Bernard King, he's fouled. So now he's getting it inside.
Yes, and
he showed you could face the basket and pop the jumper. Now they're getting him down deep.
Again, Bernard King moving without the ball, got a little pick from Trent Tucker. Maxwell was a step late. Bernard ended up getting fouled as he went up for the shot. As you see Kevin McHale coming into the game.
McHale for Maxwell.
Bernard King is at the line. He'll shoot 2.
By the way, this is the most playoff games the Knicks have been involved in for 10 years. The last time they played this many games was 1974. Bernard King has had 7 very quick points. The 3 jumpers facing the basket just from the head of the key or the key area. then got one inside, and then got 2 foul shots. And the Knicks go up to a 7-point lead for the second time tonight. Let's see who Truck Robinson's on McHale.
And the Knicks are going into their 3-quarter pressure defense right here.
Jump ball. Larry tied up underneath.
Larry Bird did a good job that time, Jim, because Cartwright had knocked the ball away from Parrish, and Larry Bird got inside, and he and Bill Cartwright now will go on the jump ball.
Bernard King to the basket. The left-handed layup rolls off the rim. Give McHale credit there. He made Bernard go to the left hand and change the shot. And Henderson pops from the top. And it's 15-10 the Knickerbockers with 6:39 to play in the first period.
McHale passing up the little turnaround jumper, found Henderson free at the free throw line. He hit the jumper.
Travel.
Good call by Earl Strom.
Yes.
Bill Cartwright trying to get himself under control. Did shuffle his feet as he went up. That's a turnover.
6:23 to play in the first period. Long rebound, right back to Henderson. And the Knicks pushing it up. Tucker wanted to shoot, then decided to hit Truck Robinson, the trailer. And Truck was already past the position where he could pick off that ball, or at least accept it.
And in that situation, Truck Robinson was thinking that Tucker was going to take the shot. He was looking for Tucker to shoot. Knicks turned it over.
Great driving hoop by Henderson. And the basket will count and a foul. And it's 15-12. The Knicks lead is cut to 3. Sparrow, the foul push.
Well, you see Henderson right here going to his right. Did a good job of putting the ball up. He was fouled by Sparrow. Chance for a 3-point play. Gerald Henderson has played good basketball for the Boston Celtics all year long, and so far in the playoffs against the Knicks.
K.C. Jones didn't wait too long to get McHale in the game, did he? 15-13. The Knickerbockers lead is cut from 7 to 2. And they knocked Gerald Henderson down. They
call it a legal pick on Trent Tucker that time, as he set a back pick on Henderson. So Hubie Brown didn't like the call, but it is the ball back to the Celtics.
Celtics now with a chance to tie the game. And a whistle blows and an elbowing a foul on Robinson, who was pushing into the back of McHale. And there's Buckner in the game.
Now all of a sudden, after having the ball game go up and down the floor, you have a lot of whistles, so therefore there isn't any flow right now as Truck Robinson leaves with 2 personals and Louis Orr comes in, and that's exactly what the Celtics would like to have. Or with the McHale matchup.
That's what they have. And the rebound to Trent Tucker again. Knicks by 2. Bernard King on the outside. Buckner's on Sparrow. Buckner, who played very well in Game 5. And now a foul inside against the Celtics.
Foul shot to Scott Whitman.
Scotty Whitman.
Foul.
The foul.
Celtics have 14
fouls the Celtics. The Knicks have 3. Notice Bernard King is throwing the ball more in bounds for the Knicks. Bird, Parrish. No basket. And a foul on the Knicks, though.
The Celtics that time, Jim, getting into their transition game, pushing the ball up the court, got it to Parrish. He missed the left-handed layup. McHale kept it alive, and when he kept it alive, it freed up Wedman to go to the offensive boards, and he was fouled as he went up for the shot. The Knicks did not get back defensively that time.
Boston doing a job on the offensive board. 5 offensive rebounds. The Knicks don't have any yet. I thank Larry Robinson for keeping our stats all year long and doing his usual great job, and Jerry Taylor and his crew in the control room.
And his crew. Now he has a crew down there. Right?
Yeah. They've all done a terrific job.
Yes, they have.
So important to us and to you fans to keep you up to date. Bernard King carries the jump shot, and it's by 3. Sparrow's going to play Buckner. McHale missed it, but the foul called against Lewis Orr. And what a nice touch pass by Bird. Tucker's going to leave, and Ray Williams replaces him.
Well, here's the problem that McHale causes for the Knicks. Lewis Orr is fronting him, but look, the beautiful touch pass, like you said, to McHale from Bird, and there's the foul by Lewis Orr. Orr did a good job on the defensive end by fronting him, but it was a super pass by Bird getting the ball down to McHale. As Danny Ainge
gets a big round of applause as he comes into the game. Danny involved in the altercation with Darrell Walker in Game 5. 17-15. The Knicks by 2. McHale will go again. Ainge is going to get some playing time tonight because, again, Dennis Johnson, although he's on the bench, has not seen any action in this first period.
Well, he may not see any action at all, simply because if he was going to play, he would play early in the game with the shoulders still warm or loose.
Bernard King in the baseline with that quick releasing jump shot we've talked about all year long. The Knicks by 4, 10 for Bernard King. Offensive foul on Buckner.
Buckner passed up the little jump shot, tried to get closer to the hoop. Rory Sparrow playing the good position defense. Buckner picks up the charging foul. Turnover for the Celtics.
Oh, the Knicks almost lost that. Bernard King to the basket. And he's fouled.
And Jim, that's the best way to attack shot blockers. Bernard King is going straight at the big people of the Boston Celtics. That time he picked up the foul against McHale. Bernard King hanging in the air, picking the foul up. He will go to the free throw line. The Celtics and Knicks are both over the limit with 4 minutes to go in the first quarter, so both ball clubs will be at the free throw line on fouls.
Bernard King. McHale drew the foul, by the way. Bernard King 2 from the line. And Bernard King now has 14 of the 21 Knick points.
And here comes the three-quarter court pressure as K.C. Jones calls the 22nd timeout.
And this game started, Truck Robinson with the first 3 points of the game. And after that, Trent Tucker hit a jump shot. That made it 5-0. Bernard King has scored 14 of the next 16 Knick points.
And I'm looking at K.C. Jones. You see it there as you see that the Celtics are the last team to win championships back-to-back in 68 and 69. That's the most expression that I've seen on K.C. Jones in this series. He is trying to get a point across, especially against the pressure defense of the Knicks. As you see, one of K.C.'s old former teammates, Paul Salas, Boston Celtic great.
One of the toughest offensive rebounders
that ever played the game.
Defensive players in the game, boy. He was a great guy to have on your team and really terrible to play against.
What a
race. And that's the shooter's bounce. 21. Scoreboard says 21-17. I believe it should be 21-18. 21-17 is correct. McHale with a rebound. And off to Dan Ainge. Played by Ray Williams. Bird. Buckner. 6 on the clock. Oh, McHale the rebound. And Parrish tipped it in. And again, the offensive rebounding is hurting the Knicks as Parrish and McHale dominate the offensive board.
Well, it started when Lewis Orr failed to block out McHale. He kept it alive for Parrish, who scored.
Ray Williams, a three-point jumper. Dan Ainge. Nice move by McHale. And it tied the game at 21.
And the Celtics were able to get into their transition game by the good defense, getting the ball out on the rebound and starting to break with McHale finishing it up.
2:45 to play in the first period. The game is tied at 21. The Knicks led by 7 on 2 occasions. They now lead by 2 again on the Sparrow jump shot. 23-21, the first one Rory's gotten down.
And Jim, that was a nice offensive play that the Knicks ran. A lot of movement. Sparrow was free at the free throw line, hit the jumper.
Nice play by Ray Williams. He bothered Ainge, who lost it out of bounds. And a timeout call by Hubie Brown. You're watching Knicks basketball on Madison Square Garden Cablevision.
The Celtics, who have climbed back into the game, have done it off of the good defense and running game. Here you see Ray Williams putting up the long jumper. Ainge over to McHale. Fast break basket by the Celtics. That's what they like to do, get into the transition game. The Knicks must try to control the tempo by slowing it down.
All right, the Knicks put Marvin Webster in the game for Cartwright. And Darrell Walker comes in for the Knicks. He's matched up with Dan Ainge. Ray Williams and Buckner, a good defensive player, will play Ray. A couple of ex-Big Ten players, Ray at Minnesota, Buckner at Indiana. And Ray Williams took Buckner to the cleaners that time.
The Knicks clearing out the middle for Ray Williams to go one-on-one against Quinn Buckner. Ray right here dribbling to his left. Buckner on top of him. Contact. There's contact again. Ray just suspends himself in the air off the glass. 2 points.
3-point play by Ray Williams. And the Knicks go up by 5. Darrell Walker is playing Buckner right now. Ray Williams is playing McHale, if you can believe that. And a foul call against the Knicks. Both teams are over the limit.
Foul is on Louis Orr, who tried to come back and help Ray with the mismatch with McHale. McHale made his little move to the baseline. Orr came over, picked up the foul. McHale goes to the free throw line. Smart basketball by the Celtics because they were able to recognize the mismatch, and they got the ball to McHale.
McHale, I believe, and Ray Williams were on the Minnesota's team at the same time.
Yes, they did play together.
26-22. And Tucker and McHale also played together.
A lot of Gophers around here.
That's right. 26-22 the Knicks. Louis Orr outside to Darrell Walker. Ray Williams. Bernard King. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Right through. He shot that ball through McHale. And the Knicks go up by 6. Nice pass. Nice pass to Parrish.
But the Knicks did not get back defensively to stop Danny Ainge. He penetrated, kicked it off to Parrish, who scored the layup, as the Knicks must get the ball across the 10-second line.
With one pass. Knocked away from Bernard King. 6 seconds on the clock. Good defense by Parrish inside. The Knicks by 4, minute 4 to play in period number 1. Buckner. Darrell Walker is foul Buckner.
And Darrell Walker bailed out Quinn Buckner, who isn't a good shooter from especially 20 feet. Darrell trying to block the shot, bailed Buckner out. He will shoot 2 free throws. The Celtics now, Jim, seem to be getting into their transition game. They're pushing the ball up the floor much more than they were at the first of the quarter.
Exactly a minute to play in period number 1. Buckner played with the great Indiana teams of Bobby Knight.
Won an
a lot of
NCAA
great
championships with that one ball club that Knight had, along with Benson and Abernathy.
Captain also a U.S. Olympic team, medal-winning Olympic team.
An outstanding player in person, Quinn Buckner.
Bernard King goes right to McHale. Spins and fades, and tough shot. Tough shot by Bernard. Danny Ainge lets it go. Quick hands of Buckner took it away from Orr. 40 seconds to play in the first period. The Knicks clinging to a 2-point lead. Goaltending That ball was on the way down, and Marvin Webster coming over to give help. Goaltended it. The game is tied with 30 seconds to play, Butch.
And again, it was a super pass by Larry Bird, getting it to McHale, who had the good position on Orr, and he scored.
McHale just fouled Bernard King.
He couldn't believe it. John Vanek called a foul on him. That's his second personal foul. Casey Jones now has 4 fouls that he's given up. I think Maxwell has 2 personal fouls as well. So Bernard King is getting the person who is fouling him, the player who is fouling him, into foul difficulty.
Bernard King has scored 17 first period points. 17 of the 29 Knick points. There's Scotty Wedman in the ball game, a better shooter than Buckner.
Yes, this is an offensive move that KC has employed right now. He has Wedman in the game for his offense alone.
18 for Bernard King. The Knicks lead 30-28. 20 seconds to go in the period. King a rebound. Bird may have taken that shot too early. Took it with 6 seconds to go, and the clock actually 7. The Knicks got a last shot. End of 1. The Knicks lead from Madison Square Garden. This is New York Knicks basketball. Bernard King with 18 of the 30 Knick points. Larry Bird and McHale each with 6. Now statistically, Knicks shot 52% and Boston 40.7.
And that's 2 right there of the 18 that Bernard King scored in the first quarter with that nice little baseline jumper of his over McHale and the double teaming effort of Danny Ainge.
All right, Henderson back in the game. We'll give you the lineup. Henderson and Wedman the back line again. It's Maxwell, McHale, and Bird up front. So Parrish is out. McHale will play the pivot. Ray Williams and Walker with Chuck Robinson back in. Orr and Marvin Webster. Bernard King getting a rest. Ray Williams. And the Knicks go up by 4. It's 5 for Ray Williams off the bench.
And Ray was much under control that time as he dribbled to his left and gathered himself to hit the jumper.
Orr's on Larry Bird now. Ray Williams just stole the ball. Wide open to Orr. Nice pass by Ray Williams. Good steal by Ray, good assist. And the Knicks go up now by 6.
And maybe that's a good sign for Louis Orr. He hasn't shot the ball well in this series, but he was able to get down and hit the baseline jumper.
McHale got the roll. And the Knicks lead is 4.
Kevin McHale has such a nice touch for a big guy, shooting the little turnaround jumper about 15 feet from the hoop and scoring.
Darryl Walker being played by Wedman. Henderson's on Ray Williams. Chuck Robinson, and nobody plays him on the outside. Darryl Walker. Walker off the glass, and the Knicks by 6.
Walker doing a good job going without the ball, using his quickness against Wedman as Webster comes over and blocks Gerald Henderson's layup attempt.
Marvin Webster with a block that ignites this crowd that needs very little igniting.
Oh, super move by Maxwell that time, faking Webster and Robinson out of the way, putting up the left-handed shot in the paint and scoring.
Maxwell is as good inside
as any player in this league.
Anybody in the league. That's his game, boy.
What do they call him? The rubber band man, and you saw the reason why.
Knicks by 4. Ray Williams for Chuck Robinson, and Chuck could not handle a pass. Man saw Bird walk. Or tips it to Chuck Robinson. And a turnover by Truck. And Bird makes it 36-34. The next lead is cut to 2.
Larry Bird so tough, faking, getting himself in good position, using glass for 2 points. offensive foul on Truck Robinson.
No basket. Offensive foul. Truck Robinson.
Let's see. Here you're going to see Truck Robinson get the good position on Larry Bird. Now watch his left arm as he goes up with the little jump hook right there. Knocking Bird away. Bird helping out with the acting, but it was an offensive foul by Truck Robinson. His third. Bernard King comes in for him.
How much of a rest for Bernard King? All right, the Celtics looking for the tie now. Marvin Webster with the rebound. Off to Bernard King. Blows right by Maxwell. Comes in the lane. What a shot and a foul. Bernard King, and listen to this crowd.
Jim, this is a superhuman effort. Bernard King right here on the fast break. He's bumped right here by Scott Wedman. Now watch the concentration of Bernard King with the left-handed shot. Look at his eyes still on the hoop. It goes through. Chance for a three-point play. And that turned the crowd on as if they really needed it.
ML Carr reported in the game and got around the boos. Earl Strom is loving it. You gotta love it. If you work this kind of a game, whether you're a player or a referee or an announcer
or whatever,
a spectator, you gotta love it.
Yes.
This is what it's all about. 39-34, the Knicks by 5. 9:02 to play in a half. Knicks trapping on the outside, but then quickly getting back into a straight-up defense. Marvin Webster with a great block. Great block on Parrish. Darrell Walker to the basket. Lewis Orr the rebound. And the Knicks are up by 7. Matches their biggest lead in the game.
Super defense by Marvin Webster to get the Knicks into the fast break, and they scored as KC is trying to get a timeout call.
Timeout. Timeout, Boston. Strom says no.
Wait a minute. Hold it.
Earl Strom says no timeout.
Well, this is controversy at its best. He called a foul on Lewis Orr before the timeout was called, I guess.
To the call for timeout. It's Lewis Orr's third personal foul. New York has one team foul.
Now it's a timeout.
Now it's a timeout. So Lewis Orr drew his third foul before the timeout. We'll be back in a moment. The Knicks by 7 in game number 6. All right, Lewis Orr leaves the game with 3 fouls, and now the Knicks are playing their 2 big men together. Cartwright's back in the game. Marvin Webster stays in the game. Webster's on McHale now, and Cartwright goes over to Parrish. Let's see how this works. Williams rebound. Darrell Walker. Cartwright. What a nice pass. What a beautiful pass by Darrell Walker, threading the needle to this man, Bill Cartwright, who was fouled.
Bill Cartwright running the floor along with Walker. Now watch the nice little bounce pass by Walker. That's a tough pass for a big man. You see Cartwright able to handle it. Now he's on his way to the hoop. He's fouled right there by Robert Parrish, and watch Gerald Henderson. He gets hit across the face by Parrish, but he shook it off. Cartwright at the free throw line.
Cartwright looking for his 3rd point of the night.
And it's a must that Bill Cartwright get into the offense and play aggressively tonight if the Knicks are to expect to win this game and carry it to a 7th.
Which this is the Knicks' biggest lead of the night, 8 points. And the Knicks by 9. It's showing Bernard King, Bill Cartwright, and Marvin Webster along the front line with Walker and Williams about. Henderson and ML Carr with Bird and Parrish and Maxwell. Now they're going to call offensive interference against the Knicks.
That looked like it was rolling off as Marvin Webster. Let's see, Bird puts the shot up. It bounces around. From this angle, looked like the ball was on its way off as Webster tipped it, but Bird gets credit for the 2 points. Well,
and a travel Walker tried to go and then looked up at Parrish and decided to go into his little fake routine and dragged the pivot foot.
Jim, you cannot go against shot blockers, especially when they have the angle. That time Parrish had the angle. Walker should have backed it up. You go at shot blockers, not when they have the angle on you.
Nice pass and a foul. Henderson's basket is good. And the Celtics, who were down by 9 moments ago, have cut it to 5, and it could be 4.
The beauty of the Larry Bird, who can pass. He sees a double team situation. Henderson goes to the hoop. There's Henderson fouled right there from the good pass from Larry Bird. You have to pick your spots with Larry Bird when you try to double team. He's much too good as a passer.
Looking at that replay, it didn't look like Larry was very happy with Bernard's hand on his hip either as he batted it away.
Well, he does that all the time.
All right, the Knicks with a 4-point lead. Boston scored 5 straight points. 7:33 to play in the first half. Ray Williams with a fake and a foul. Might be ML Carr.
Haha, the foul is on Cedric Maxwell. And Maxwell and Bernard King had an exchange of words, so things are beginning to heat up.
3-team foul Celtics. The Knicks have 2 with 7:29 to play in the first half. And the Knicks lose the inbounds pass. Bernard King blocked the shot they call goaltending. 7 straight Celtic points have brought them within 2. Bernard is being held inside. Ray Williams goes with the jump shot. Webster tipped it in. And the Knicks finally get an offensive rebound basket, and they go up by 4.
Cartwright keeping the ball alive for Webster that time.
And here come the Knicks in a 3-on-2. And now it's the Knicks by 6.
Can't handle a fast break situation any better than what Ray Williams and Bernard King did against Larry Bird as the Knicks scored on the fast break.
And defense leading their offense again. And an offensive foul on Boston.
It's on Parrish as he and Bill Cartwright were bumping around. They called the offensive foul on Robert Parrish as the Knicks now seem to be getting into the defensive groove.
And playing the 2 big men has looked so good so far this time, Woods.
Yes, it has. Super pass from Ray Williams to Bill Cartwright as Bill flashed into the paint, received it, and scored over Parrish.
And the Knicks now up by 8 points again. And it's now the Knicks' turn to rally. And a foul on the Knicks.
Well, Hubie is taking a chance here because what KC has done, he has put Maxwell into the game, and so that means Marvin must guard him. Now watch the flash of Cartwright. There he receives the pass and the 2 points over Parrish. Tremendous pass by Ray Williams, but good movement by Bill Cartwright.
All right, Parrish is out of the game. McHale for him. Marvin bothered the shot. Cartwright got the rebound. Ray Williams, we have him unofficially for 5 assists. 3-point shot. Cartwright got it back to Ray Williams. And the Knicks are controlling the offensive board now. Bernard King with a great fake on the inside. And the Knicks by 10.
And how the Celtics forgot to guard Bernard King, I'll never know, as he received the ball and scored, and another timeout by the Boston Celtics.
What a great place to be, Madison Square Garden. From the Garden, this is New York Knicks basketball.
Well, Jim, the Knicks are up by 10 points, and one of the reasons has been Bernard King. Here you see Bernard and Ray Williams on a fast break, 2-on-1 situation. King scores on the fast break. And now you get to see the great Bernard King, who wasn't guarded by anybody. The nice head fake. Celtics flying everywhere as King puts the ball up. Knicks up by 10. Bernard King already is being the MVP in New York. No question about it.
Well, no matter what the league thinks, no matter what Dancing Harry thinks, the fans in this building and the people in this great city all feel that Bernard King is MVP. And whether the league says it or not, or the coaches or the players, He'll always be their MVP.
That's
What a
right.
great year.
And this place must be unhappening because Dancing Harry just came out of mothballs for this game. That's Earl's man. Earl Monroe's.
Brought him from Baltimore.
Yes.
And a foul.
His own Bernard King against Larry Bird that time.
That'll be the 14th foul of the Knicks. And the first on Bernard King with 5:14 to play in the half. Gerald Henderson with the basketball. Sparrow in the game now to play him. Larry Bird. They got to go to their big guy right here. And the ball knocked out of bounds by the Knicks.
Boy, that time, yes, that time the Knicks trying to double up on Larry Bird. He made a behind-the-back pass, and fortunately for the Celtics, they were able to retain the ball back.
Marvin Webster a rebound. The Knicks looking strong up the glass. Offensive foul on Bernard King.
Big foul, too. Big foul. Because I thought that was his third. That's only his second, so it's still a big foul. Bernard King that time picking up the charge.
Ernie Grunfeld didn't like the call.
It wasn't a popular call. It wasn't a popular call.
4:48 to play in the half, and the Knicks lead the Celtics by 10. I'll tell you what, no way that Bernard could go after him. He had just gotten 2 fouls in 35 seconds.
And Larry Bird is no fool. He goes to the hoop trying to see if he could get another foul on Bernard King.
All right, Ray Williams, who's played well tonight. That's always been a key with the Knicks. It's a loose ball foul on Marvin Webster. The Knicks are over the limit. Now, Ray Williams has done everything but hit the outside shot tonight, the long outside shot. Trent Tucker will come in for him.
Well, the Knicks that time were forced almost to take that outside shot by Ray. Ray maybe could have waited a couple of more seconds before he put it up, but the Celtics had done a good job of fronting Bernard King down low, not giving Ray an opportunity to pass the ball up to the man up at top so he could drop it down to Bernard. He put up the long shot, Ray Williams did, and Bird was fouled over the back by Marvin Webster.
Well, Larry Bird has recorded his 15th point of the night. He's having a pretty good first half as well. Bernard has 25, by the way.
And the cream, excuse me, go ahead, Jim.
And the Knicks are now leading by 6. Go ahead, Butch.
And the cream always rises to the top.
And the Knicks leading 51-45. 4:11 to play in the first half. Larry Beck, the fine captain of the New York Rangers, will be our guest at halftime. And a good pass for the Knicks. And Bird ever alert. Now Bernard re-steals. And a foul on Boston. Bernard King came back and stole the ball, and now that'll be 14 fouls against Boston, no foul shots.
It is not over the limit. It's a 4th personal.
14 foul against Boston. Lewis Orr back in the game.
Quinn Buckner, number 28, is back in the game for the Celtics.
Knicks still going with their 2 big men up front, Marvin Webster and Bill Cartwright. And John Bannock's got a call here. It's going to be against who?
Technical foul.
Technical.
New York has 6 men on the floor.
Knicks had 6 men on the floor.
Larry Bird shooting 1 5.
So the Knicks trying to play the Celtics with 6 men. Larry Bird takes advantage with a foul shot. And with 3:53 to play in the half, it's now a 5-point Knickerbocker lead.
And it's been some kind of first half. Both ball clubs getting up and doing the things that they would like to do and getting out to a lead, and then just falling off with the concentration as the Knicks now must regain the momentum that they had a couple of minutes ago.
15 in the shot clock. Sparrow with Buckner. Bernard King double team, puts his shot up and hit. Unbelievable. Almost had it stolen by Buckner, who was coming over from the blind side. I thought Buckner had it. Bernard tore it away from him and hit the jump shot. Incredible. The Knicks by 7. 27 for Mr. King. Illegal defense, Knicks.
The illegal defense was on Bill Cartwright. It could have very easily have been on Rory Sparrow, the first one for the New York Knicks. The second one will result into a technical foul. So they called it on Sparrow. They could have called it on either one of them, Cartwright or Sparrow.
Great move by Maxwell again on the inside. And the rubber band man gives the Celtics 2 more points, and they come within 5 again. 3:07 to play in the first half. Bill Cartwright. Knicks would love his offense right now. Trent Tucker with a long rebound.
Trent Tucker has done an outstanding job on the boards
rebound
tonight. Yes, he has.
He's had a couple big defensive boards, now an offensive board. Puts up a shot. And McHale with a rebound. It's the first rebound of the quarter for Boston. That's hard to believe. 2:33 to play in the first half. Orr is playing Bird. Great Bird pass, but the miss by McHale. Creative pass by Larry Bird. Not a very creative pass by Lewis Orr, and the travel against Boston gets it back for the Knicks.
And the Knicks were lucky that time, because that time Sparrow should have kept the pass instead of trying to make the long pass up, as New York is calling a 20-second timeout. They need now to settle down and get into their game plan. They had a 10-point lead 2 minutes ago. It's down to 5.
The United States Olympic men's
And the Knickerbockers with a 20-second timeout, getting themselves together with 2:18 to play in the half. Chance for us to remind you that this program is authorized by Madison Square Garden Productions Incorporated solely for the entertainment of our audience, and any publication, rebroadcast, or other use of the pictures, descriptions, and accounts of this event, including the imposition of a charge for viewing the program, without the express written consent of Madison Square Garden Productions Incorporated, is prohibited. The announcers on this telecast were selected by Madison Square Garden Productions Incorporated. Off the bench, the Knicks outscoring the Celtics by 3. And the Knicks leading by 5. Cartwright with McHale. Can't get it down, and Bird with a rebound.
But the Knicks will try to go to Bill Cartwright, especially if McHale is guarding him, to see if he can get McHale into foul trouble.
Maxwell against Bernard King.
That's illegal defense again. That's the second one on the Knicks.
And now got a technical foul shot coming up with 2:01 to play.
And that will mean that Larry Bird will shoot it. He's the best in the NBA this year. So Larry Bird will shoot the free throw, and the Celtics will get the ball out of bounds on the side with a new 24 seconds. It's going to end up being a 3-point play, Jim, or a 4-point play if the Celtics hit and they're fouled, and it's foul.
18 for Larry Bird.
2 minutes.
Well, the 2 best forwards in the NBA are having a field day in the first half. Offensive goaltending. Offensive interference. Goal against McHale. No basket.
And here we will see it as Carr shoots a little fall-away jumper. It frees McHale up when Cartwright goes for the block.
I don't know.
Yeah, with that angle, it could have been.
in the cylinder? I don't know.
With that angle, you can never tell.
I thought he lost the ball. He got it back and put it in the hole.
He did lose control of it, but he gathered it up. Bernard King hit the little baseline jumper to put the Knicks up by 6.
We've run out of room for Bernard King in the first half. 29 for Bernard. That one counts by McHale.
The Knicks are trying
51 Knicks.
They're trying to double up on Larry Bird, but he's able to see the floor, and he's in such good vicinity on the floor that he's killing the Knicks' defensive strategy right now with his passing ability.
Bernard King into Cartwright. He's fouled.
Foul by Quinn Buckner, who tried to come back to help out. Buckner picks up the foul. Cartwright goes to the free throw line.
It's a good entry pass that time by Bernard King. He hit the big man, and he hit him coming in the lane and moving.
That's the secret to getting the people open, especially down low. You want to get the ball to them when they flash into the paint or when they're on the move, so therefore they can continue to make their offensive move. And Bill Cartwright was, and he was fouled. Jim, I keep looking at the Boston bench. I'm telling you, the coaching staff of the Boston Celtics, they've been more animated tonight than they have at any time during this series. They would like to see if they can end it up here in New York. I do not believe they want to go back to Boston for a 7th game on Sunday afternoon.
Fernston's in for Lewis Orr. Cartwright in 2 at the foul line. He's got 8 points tonight. 6 of them from the foul line. The Knicks lead by 6 with 49 seconds to play in the half. We'll have highlights at halftime. Butch and I will be around, so will Bruce Beck. We'll be talking with Barry Beck.
I think they're going to call a loose ball foul on Larry Bird.
On Bird.
Bill Cartwright, I think, will be shooting on the good defensive play of Trent Tucker, who knocked the ball away from Larry Bird as he made his move. You see, it wasn't a popular call with the Boston bench. Larry Bird picked up the personal foul. Who will they say are going to the free throw line? And they say Tucker's going to the free throw line.
Is at the line to shoot 2.
Tucker's got 2 points tonight. But he's played well, pretty well defensively. He's gotten some rebounds. Bernard King leads the game with 37 seconds, probably for the defensive time down. You may see him back in there, hopefully, or maybe, if the Knicks have the ball for the last shot.
It's a good possibility if Hubie Brown can get him into the game on a turnover or something like that, or a dead ball. But Bernard King is taking his rest now, 37 seconds, and it will probably continue through the halftime timeout.
Trent Tucker missing the first, with the Knicks by 6. And 2 misses for Trent Tucker. Now with 33 seconds to play in the half, the Celtics down by 6. Buckner. Tucker watches him. Fernston's watching Maxwell. Cartwright didn't block it, he just caught it. The Knicks with 15 seconds. Sparrow. Fernston. And the Knicks by 8. 5 seconds. 4, 3. And that's the half. And the Knickerbockers, on Eric Fernston's fast break basket, take an 8-point lead into halftime. Stay tuned. An exciting halftime. The captain of the Rangers, Barry Beck. We've got Bruce Beck around, Butch Deere. The Knicks by 8. You're watching Knicks basketball, Madison Square Garden, Cablevision.
Bruce Beck back at Madison Square Garden. The Knicks lead the Celtics 59-51. Here's a look at the individual scoring. The Knicks led by Bernard King with 29, Cartwright with 8, and those were the 2 big leaders. Of course, Bernard's 29 impressive. For the Boston Celtics, Larry Bird led the way with 18, Kevin McHale 10 points off the bench. As far as team statistics are concerned for both teams, Knicks shooting 55% from the floor, Celtics only 43%. 19 defensive rebounds for the Knicks. That's significant. 14 assists to 8 assists. Knicks over the Celts. Let's go back to Jim Carvelis and Butch Beard for second half play. Gentlemen.
All right, thank you, Bruce. And the Knicks bring it up to start the second half. Assist, Bernard King, basket, Trent Tucker.
Bernard King got around Maxwell, who reached on the defensive end. He got the ball over to Trent Tucker for the open jumper. Good start for the Knicks.
Knicks by 10. And Henderson buries the jump shot.
Knicks forcing the Celtics to hit from the outside as Henderson has come up with a steal.
And again, the Knicks lose an inbounds pass. Trent Tucker really fighting on the boards. And the ball was last touched by the Knicks. I'll tell you one thing Hubie's going to be working on next year, inbounds passes.
From on the side and up under the hoop.
All right, Bird with it. Good defensive play by Tucker. And out of bounds.
Bernard just led Sparrow a little too long as he could not come up with the ball. You see Hubie Brown and his trainer right there, Mike Saunders. And the Celtics tried to take the ball out of bounds on the side, but Earl Strom said this is where it went out, up underneath. This is where we take it out of bounds, guys.
Wedman and Henderson on the back line. Maxwell and Parrish and Bird against Cartwright, Chuck Robinson, Bernard King, Sparrow, and Tucker. Chuck Robinson rebound and a missed shot by Parrish. Bernard King, no shot. Maxwell played him that time. Chuck Robinson hooking over Larry Bird, and the Knicks go by 10 again.
Nice control move by Robinson against Bird as he just swung to his right and hit the right-handed hook shot.
Maxwell against Chuck Robinson, and Cornbread almost lost the ball in the bounds. Nice defense by Tucker, and nobody blocked Maxwell off the board.
Maxwell, who was very effective around the hoop, was able to get up before Robinson could get into contact with him as the Celtics pull within 8.
Bernard King. 31 for Bernard King. All he's done is take 14 shots tonight, and he made 12.
He has really been on a roll. That time, Cedric Maxwell looked like he may have hit him on the wrist as he went up, but he still scored as a delay of game warning was called against the Knicks.
65-55 Knickerbockers. 9:25 to play in the third. Knicks trying to force a 7th game. And a foul on the Knicks. If that's Chuck Robinson, that'll be foul number 4.
Well, that's a tough foul on Chuck Robinson because before Maxwell could get the position to try to receive the ball, it looked like he had hooked Chuck Robinson. It wasn't called, but Robinson was called for the foul when the pass was made into Maxwell.
Or in for Chuck Robinson. Maxwell. And Cornbread's getting into the offense. And he's fouled. The basket counts.
It really is hard to guard anybody, especially when Larry Bird is making the pass down inside. What I mean is double back. As you see Bird making the pass to Maxwell. Here you see the rubber band man at his best, running to his right, scoring, foul. He has a chance for a three-point play to bring the Celtics to within 7.
Cornbread Maxwell, North Carolina, Charlotte. 11 for Cornbread. 5 already in this period. He had 6.5. He's got 5 in 2 minutes and 49 seconds. All right, the Knicks lead is 7. Lewis Orr with the basketball. Now to Sparrow. Trent Tucker penetrating. Fakes, got it to Cartwright. Nice play. Tucker made the play by drawing Parrish and getting it to Cartwright, who missed the easy shot. And now Boston trying to get within 5. 8:45 to play in the third period. Jim Carvelis and Butch Beard, Madison Square Garden, Game 6. Celtics could win the series here. The Knicks could force a 7th game Sunday in Boston. No basket and a traveling violation. Traveling violation before the 24-second clock went.
But again, the Celtics are looking to Maxwell. This was something that they used to do a couple of years ago. Go to Maxwell early. That time they just Maxwell walked.
Bernard King, the Celtics wanted an offensive foul, and instead they end up with a foul against the Celtics. Well, as King will go to the foul line.
That shows you you're just about on the verge of being a superstar in this league. Bernard King going to his left, ran into Wedman. Normally they would call a foul or something in that situation. They did not. The officials did not call anything. Then Bernard spun back to his right. He was fouled. He will shoot 2 free throws. Big break.
That was close, though, Butch, because I think Wedman took a little bit of a flop, too. Wedman went flying across the floor. It was close, but you're right. You know, when you're a great player, you're going to get that call.
And when you start to get when you start to get that recognition, you get the benefit of the doubt.
66-58, the Knickerbockers by 8. 32 by Bernard King. It'll be an upset if he doesn't go for 40 tonight. The Knicks by 9. Knicks double Bird.
Should be 3 seconds on Parrish.
And Bird hits out of the corner, and the Knicks lead is cut to 7. And now the Knicks misplay the inbounds pass again. I cannot believe this.
Another turnover by the Knicks on the pressure defense by the guards of the Boston Celtics.
Cartwright with his 11th rebound. And the Knicks come up. Lewis Orr. Lewis Orr slithering to the basket. And the Knicks by 9 with 7:42 to play in the third.
Nice move by Orr, taking advantage of the defensive player coming to him, faking the jump shot, going to the right and scoring.
Bird faked right around Bernard King and buried it. Nice little pump fake by Larry Bird, and it's 69-62 Boston.
And he really shows
down
you
by 7. Excuse me, 22 for Bird.
Really shows you the touch that he has as Cedric Maxwell picks up another foul against Bernard King. Earl Strom called it. Maxwell did not like it. K.C. Jones did not like it.
And a technical.
He also picked up a technical foul. Maxwell did, that is.
Technical foul against the Celtics. Cornbread Maxwell, you're right, Butch. Lewis Orr the foul line. The Knicks lead is now 7.
I think they called it on. Now Strom is going to change it.
Might be on Buckner.
Buckner.
Yes, Buckner.
Buckner really had a lot to say as he was sitting over there, huh?
Threw a towel. Threw a towel.
Oh, that's one of those things where the towel goes up and the official says, if it comes down, you have a technical foul.
Orr is open. And now the Knicks with 7:11 to play in the third, lead Boston by 7. And a foul against the Knicks.
His foul shot to Lewis Orr is 4th personal.
4 on Lewis Orr. So now the Knick problem is that Chuck Robinson has 4. His replacement Orr has 4. That means Marvin Webster is going to come in and play forward. Now he's going to play Maxwell.
But that's been the Knicks' best combination with the Twin Towers tonight, with Webster and Cartwright on the floor at the same time.
Great Bird pass. Terrific pass to Henderson. Now the Knicks lead is 5.
Larry Bird.
Brown wants to call a timeout. He doesn't like the way things are going now.
Yes.
And he gets a timeout with the Knicks leading 69-64. We'll be back with more action from Madison Square Garden in a moment.
Jim, these are my little crazy statistics. You see that the Celtics have 28 points in the paint, the Knicks have 12. Now what that means is that the Celtics are getting good percentage and high percentage shots even though they are down. And one of the reasons why has been Larry Bird as he fakes the jumper, goes to the baseline. Look at the soft touch over Bill Cartwright for 2 points. Larry Bird has had an excellent game tonight.
All right, the Knicks leading 69-64. We have 6:41 to play in the third period. There's no tomorrow or Sunday if the Knicks don't win here. And Tucker a miss. All right, Henderson on the ball. And Boston with a chance to cut into the Knicks lead some more. Cornbread Maxwell with Marvin Webster. And he scored over Marvin. And now the Knicks are 3 up. And the Celtics are right back in this game. Not that they were out of it, but the Knicks did have a 10-point lead.
But the Celtics have nursed the matchups that Maxwell has had, and he has gotten them back to within 3 points.
Knicks can't get it to Bernard either until now. Sparrow got the loose ball. Marvin Webster lost it, got it back, and he's fouled. And Marvin Webster is doing a job on the offensive board.
Marvin Webster is controlling the offensive boards for the Knicks, getting the Bernard King miss. Had trouble controlling it, went up and was fouled. He will shoot 2 free throws as Ray Williams comes in for Trent Tucker.
Ray Williams in the ball game. Marvin Webster missed 2 shots here. That's the amount he missed in the entire first half. Bernard King, I should say, missed 2 in the first half, and now he missed 2. Now Marvin Makes 1 out of 2 from the foul line. The Knicks by 4. So Ray Williams gets into the game now, replacing Tucker, hoping to get the Knick offense moving. By admission of his coach and players, the most creative of the Knick players. Oh, good play by King to knock it away. And a very good pass by Wedman to get it right back to Bird. That's good basketball.
It really was. Super ball movement by the Celtics to bring them within 2 on the shot by Larry Bird.
All right, Buckner's going to get in the ball game. And to Cartwright. Cartwright shooting over Wedman. And the Knicks by 4 with 5:02 to play in the third.
And
Buckner,
it was, go ahead, Jim.
I was going to say Buckner is getting ready to report in.
And that shot was created on the good pick by Cartwright, forcing the mismatch with Wedman.
Loose ball foul, no basket. Loose ball foul on Boston. That's Parrish's 4th.
Larry Bird shooting the fall away jump shot. The ball bounces off. You see right there, Parrish over the back of Bill Cartwright. It goes in, but it was Parrish's foul. His 4th, I think.
That's right.
Knicks get the ball out of bounds.
And McHale's getting ready to check in. Ray Williams and Buckner's on him. Bernard King going with Maxwell. Put the shot up, missed it, he's fouled. Bernard King fouled by Maxwell, and a pass from Ray Williams. See, when Williams is in the game, he seems to get the ball to Bernard King in better positions. He gets him on the move, he throws the alley-oop.
Well, he's probably, and there's no question about it, not probably, he is the best passing guard that the Knicks have. As you see Parrish sitting on the bench next to Chris Ford, a former player of the Boston Celtics, as the crowd starts to chant MVP for Bernard King. But Ray has the ability to get the ball to Bernard when he's open before the defense can double team or help out, and that's the value of a Ray Williams. It's also the value of a Bernard King, because when they clear out the side, he's able to do his thing most of the time.
All right, the scoreboard was wrong. Now they put it back to 72 to 68. Make it 73-68 now.
It takes all kinds to make the world go around.
Bernard King missed a shot from the foul line. 34 for Bernard King, the Knicks by 5. Every time he was 10 for 10 before that. Every time Bernard misses anything, the fans groan in disbelief. Bird saved that bad pass. That's a goaltending. That's on the rim. Goaltending, the basket good.
It's a good call by the official. Bird doing a good job of saving the pass, and Henderson going to the hoop, putting it up. The ball was knocked away while it was in the cylinder. 2 points for the Boston Celtics.
Henderson's had a good game, Butch. He now has 14 points as well. Ida Sparrow has had a quiet game so far. Cartwright. Unbelievable shot while he was falling down. That was really a terrific effort by Cartwright to get it up on the glass.
Well, Bill was trying.
He's going to get a hand for that effort.
Bill was trying to make his move against McHale, and he was off balance. Right here, he's bumped while he's off balance. He could not get his footing. He put the ball up, trying to get the three-point play. Almost went in. Cartwright shoots 2 free throws.
Cartwright's got 2 hoops tonight, but from the foul line, he's had 6 foul shots, and he's made 6. With 3:57 to play in the third.
And he's done a good job on the boards tonight for the Knicks.
Yes, he has. He had 10 rebounds at halftime. He's got 1 so far in the third. He's got 11 for the game. And that's not a bad shooting percentage from the field, regular season or playoff. And Cartwright's 8 out of 8 at the foul line. Bernard King is now 10 out of 11 from the foul line. And the Knicks lead, even more importantly, is 5. Ray Williams on Buckner. I'll tell you what, that wasn't bad defense that time.
It really wasn't. As a matter of fact, McHale started backdoor, and that's the reason why Buckner tried to make the pass. He doubled back. The ball went out of bounds. The defense was good by the New York Knicks.
Knicks had trouble with that inbounds pass as well. Sparrow. And now a whistle.
Illegal defense on Larry Bird.
Strom's waving at Larry Bird, and Larry Bird waves back at Earl.
Yes. And Larry Bird, he stays in the illegal defense most of the time. Strom caught him that time.
Danny Ainge comes in the game. You always know when Danny comes in because the boos start.
Danny Ainge, number 44, is back in the game for the Celtics. He replaces Cheryl Henderson.
Wherever he inbounds pass for the Knicks tonight, it's been an adventure. Cartwright threw an air ball.
Ooh, tough pass.
That was off Marvin Webster. He's trying to thread the needle.
To Maxwell, I guess, but that was a tough pass.
Cornbread was saying, why don't you throw it up? But Cornbread's got Marvin on him. He's going to have to throw it pretty high to get over Marvin's head. 3:10 to play. And there's Larry Bird. And it's 26 for Larry Bird.
Super job by Larry Bird to get Bernard King on his hip. Then the pass from Ainge as Bird scored over Cartwright then. Bird's
on a real hot streak, Butch. Harry Robinson tells me he's had 8 straight shots over the last 2 periods. Ray Williams lobs it to Bernard. And a loose ball foul on Bernard King will be his 3rd. That'll be 14 fouls for the Knicks, no foul shots. But the Celtics will have the ball down by only 3. From Madison Square Garden, this is New York Knicks basketball. Well, 2 of the greatest players in the game today. King and Bird going head-to-head here.
And watch Larry Bird get Bernard King on his hip now. He bounces around. Now he finally is going to do it right here on this move. He has Bernard on his hip. Watch the little lob pass from Ainge. Bird scores. He's been on a tear here in the 3rd quarter to help to bring his ball club to within 3.
That was a nice pass by Danny Ainge as well. Now look at this. The Celtics shooting 71%, the Knicks 38 in the 3rd period. Knicks shot at 54% in the first half. The Celtics 426. But the Green Wave has really turned it around here in the 3rd. McHale. Seven on the shot clock. That's what the Knicks want. Buckner to put the outside shot up. Ray Williams on the break. Spins beautifully. Goes to the lane. What a play. What a play by Ray Williams. That's a great athletic play by Williams. And the Knicks lead is 5-158.
That's a great individual play by Ray, and it would really get something in a horse game. That'll get a letter on the guy.
Buckner keeps taking a shot.
Well, that's who the Knicks would like to see take the outside shot, Quinn Buckner. As long as they can force Buckner to take it, they're much better off than any other player as far as the Celtics are concerned in the backcourt.
Sparrow leaves and Darrell Walker comes in. Bird's hit 9 in a row. 9 in a row from the late in the 2nd period. The Knicks lead is cut to 3 again with 1:33.
And he hit that shot. He didn't look like the ball never touched his hands as he let it go.
And Bird's a great streak shooter.
Now Ray is messing with the ball too much, and he ended up turning the ball over.
And now the Celtics down by only 3. With 1:20 to play in the 3rd. Bird finally misses. And a foul on Cartwright.
And the correct call, Bill Cartwright pushing Cedric Maxwell before he went up for the rebounds, and the Knicks are over the limit. Cedric Maxwell will shoot 2 free throws as the momentum and the tempo of the game is beginning to turn, Jim.
Turned already. The Knicks have been held to 18 points in this period.
Number 21 replacing Bill Cartwright.
And Boston has scored
Maxwell is at the line.
23.
Although Larry Bird has done his thing, the player that we're watching right now who's shooting the free throws really helped to turn this game around in the 3rd quarter because the Celtics went to him early and he responded. Celtics down by 2 points with 1:15 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter.
14 for Maxwell, who scored only 6 in the first half. And the Celtics now trail by 2. Chuck Robinson back in the game. And here come the Knicks with Ray Williams. Chuck Robinson. Robinson with a jump shot. And the Knicks go up by 4 with 57 seconds.
It looked for a second that Robinson did not want to take the jumper, but he must take that open jumper. He did. He hit it to put the Knicks up by 4.
7 for Robinson. 47 seconds to play in the third. Darrell Walker giving Buckner trouble. Danny Ainge got away from the steal. Marvin Webster had it taken away. It's going to be a what?
Foul on McHale.
Foul. Maybe on this man,
no,
Larry.
it's on McHale. He pushed Walker from behind, but I don't know if they'll let Walker shoot the free throws or not.
Boston over the limit.
It'll be 2 shots at the line.
Here you're going to see King and Bird working now. Look at Larry Bird moving without the ball. A little elbow. Bird still moving. There they are, still working. Elbows upside the head. You saw Walker right there. Coming to your picture, he was pushed, but they're going to let Chuck Robinson shoot the free throws. That was not a break as far as the Knicks were concerned, because Walker is a much better free throw shooter than Chuck Robinson.
By the way, Bernard King was held to 5 points in that third period, Butch. He's out of the game now.
He's only human.
Chuck Robinson has made 1 out of 2, and the Knicks lead is 5 with 35 seconds. Renfeld in the game to play Bird. Webster, great block. Great block by Marvin. Darrell Walker got it over to Ray Williams. And the Knicks with a 5-point lead will bring it out. 17 to play, 12 on the clock. Now we're down to 14 and 9. 5 on the clock. Counts by Ray Williams. Ray Williams with a big shot at the buzzer. And the Knicks have now taken a 7-point lead at the end of 3. You're watching Knicks basketball on Madison Square Garden Cablevision. You may or may not believe this, but the Knickerbocker fans have been on their feet since Ray Williams made that last-second shot. Stayed on their feet for the entire 2 minutes here, and here's what they were applauding.
Ray Williams going against the shot clock, and also the Boston Celtics shoots the fall-away jumper over to Celtics, hits it, and that's what turned them on. A well-deserved standing ovation for the New York Knicks and Ray Williams as the 4th quarter begins.
So the Knicks, who did not really play as well in the third period as they did in the first half, still ended up with losing only 1 point on their halftime lead. They're now 7 up. Buckner. And Buckner got the bounce that time.
Forcing the outside shot from Quinn Buckner. He finally got the bounce, but the Knicks would prefer seeing Quinn take the outside jumper.
All right, here's Ray Williams and Buckner trying to play him. Ray Williams again. And Williams warms up. And Ray Williams now in double figures with 11. The Knicks by 7. They blocked the ball away from Dan Ainge. Celtics ball.
Ainge is lucky that the Celtics held the ball because he was totally out of control then.
All right, Henderson's going to come in the game.
Oh, that's tough. I don't see how he could have gotten there because he wasn't at the scorer's table.
All right, the Celtics have McHale and Parrish in and Maxwell, so Bird's getting a rest. Walker trying to steal the inbounds pass. Dan Ainge hits a 2-point shot. And the Knicks lead is 5. Ainge playing Ray Williams.
The steal attempt by Walker that time broke down the defense for Danny Ainge to shoot the little baseline jumper without anyone on him. So you must try to concentrate on your man and not go for the steal.
Now they call it a foul on the Knicks.
Call it on Walker, who was trying to get the position on Gerald Henderson. It could have gone either way because as Walker was trying to get the position, Henderson looked like he had a hold of Walker's left arm, but the call went against Walker.
All right, Bird back in the game, replacing Maxwell. So Bird didn't take too much of a breather. Henderson with the basketball. 10:48 to play in the 4th period. Here's Parrish. Parrish trying to redeem himself now. He's not had a good game. That's 6 points for Parrish. And the Knicks lead has been cut to 3. Ainge plays Ray Williams. Walker scrambles for the long rebound. 84-81 Knicks. Grenfell off the pick. Grenfell with a jump shot. And the Knicks are 5 up with 10-13 to play in the fourth.
Ernie moving without the ball. Bird a step late, hit the open jumper to keep the Knicks up by 5.
Grenfell is playing Larry Bird. And Webster drew the foul. Now Grenfell leads. And Cartwright comes in for the Knicks. And so does Bernard King. So Cartwright for Webster. Grenfell is replaced by Bernard King with 10 minutes and 2 seconds to play in the fourth. Anderson's hit the outside shot tonight. That's been a big thing for the Celtics, who did not shoot well in games 3 and 4 here from the outside with their guards. Bernard King. And the Knicks go up by 5.
The Knicks have cleared out the left side for Bernard King to go against Kevin McHale, and Bernard responded with the little fall-away jumper.
Chuck Robinson. And now to Ray Williams. And the Knicks by 5 push it up with Ray. To the basket. And he's fouled. Ray Williams is fouled in the act of shooting.
Now see, Ray did a smart thing that time. Instead of messing with the ball, he brought it up, pushed it up the floor, saw the opening, went to the hoop, and was fouled. Now that's the way he should play when he's dribbling the ball. Instead of messing around with the ball, giving the defensive player an opportunity to jockey around with him, Ray took it to the hoop, aggressively picked up the foul. He shoots 2 free throws.
Ray Williams will get another. 11 for Ray Williams. By the way, Gerald Henderson tonight, 7 for 11 from the field.
Well, Henderson has carried the backcourt load for the Boston Celtics simply because Dennis Johnson hasn't been able to play tonight.
Knicks by 6 now. Walker and Ray Williams, the back line. Knicks ball. Chuck Robinson battling, and Danny Ainge did it last. 9:09 to play in the fourth period, and the Knicks by 6, trying to stay alive in this best-of-7 series, down 3-2. Darrell Walker. And Parrish is holding Cartwright. That's 5 on Parrish.
I tell you, Bill Cartwright has had the better of this particular matchup tonight. He's been much more aggressive than Parrish, and Parrish just picked up his 5th foul, so that means that Maxwell will come in for Robert Parrish, and Kevin McHale will have to guard Cartwright, and the Knicks should try to go down inside to Bill again.
Also, that puts Cornbread Maxwell on Bernard King. And a foul. I tell you what, the Celtics now have 3 team fouls with 8:50 to play. 4 on Henderson, too. Gerald Henderson with a foul. Knicks by 6. That alley-oop pass, and it was off McHale out of bounds.
Big break for the Knicks. Trying to make the alley-oop pass, Ray Williams was to Bernard King. It was a little long. McHale could not control the ball. The Knicks end up with the ball back.
Bird reaching in. Fans thought he fouled. What a tough shot by Ray Williams. Unbelievable shot by Williams. And the Knicks by 8. Off Larry Bird out of bounds. And the Knicks by 8 get it back. Ray Williams has scored 14 points. 9 in the second half.
But the important thing for Ray Williams right now is to control the tempo of the game because he is the point guard.
Bernard missed a jam. Unbelievable. No basket.
Actually, it was Walker who missed the jam, Jim. He missed the jam attempt.
Right.
And then the Celtics pushed it up, and Bird took the shot. McHale was fouled as he went to the offensive boards.
The Knicks lead is 8 points. That is their second team foul. The Celtics, excuse me on that mistake. It was Walker who missed the jam. Ray Williams created all that by getting away from the double team.
Yes, but still, he must keep himself under control and not dribble the ball too much, because it gives the Celtics an opportunity to double up defensively.
Bird. And Larry Bird keeping his team in, as he has all year long. 91-85, the Knicks by 6.
Bird moving without the ball. The switch was a little late as Henderson comes up with a steal right here.
Nice play by Gerald Henderson. And the Knicks fortunate there. And now they call a foul on the Knicks. Loose ball. 5 on Chuck Robinson.
Well, let's see if it is. Here you see Bird putting up the left-handed back over his head shot. Truck making him alter. There you see Maxwell missing the tip attempt, the rebound, and they call the foul on Robinson over Maxwell's back.
All right, the Knicks now get Sparrow in for Darrell Walker. Chuck Robinson has to come out. Lewis Orr's
Sparrow replaced Darrell Walker.
Great steal by Ray Williams. Bernard King, he's fouled. And the steal that created that all from Ray Williams.
Well, here you're going to see Ray Williams taking the ball away from Gerald Henderson. He pushes the ball up the floor, getting the ball over to Bernard King, and he's fouled right there by Cedric Maxwell. His 5th personal foul. Bernard King shoots 2 free throws.
K.C. Jones looking on. He's done a magnificent job with his Celtic team this year.
He really has.
You might say, well, he's got all that ability. That's not that easy. Sometimes it's hard to blend that ability.
And sometimes it's really tough to coach talent. And K.C. Jones has done a good job with Boston. Pat Riley out in L.A. Billy Cunningham down in Philadelphia. When you have talent, it's tough to keep people wanting to play night in and night out.
Bernard King misses a foul shot. He's missed 2 tonight. The Knicks lead is 7. Swarming defense on Bird. 7:04 to play in the 4th.
Larry Bird.
Larry Bird again. That beautiful arcing jump shot. And the Knicks lead is 5. And we're under 7 minutes.
Bird is dangerous anytime he's in the half court. If you want to overplay him, you have to keep him from getting the ball. That time they didn't. He scored.
Bernard King. Bird with great position on the board. And now the Celtics can cut it to 3. Cartwright with a great block. Sparrow and Henderson collide, but there's no problem. And now a timeout, Knicks. And when we come back, Sparrow will be at the foul line. We'll be back in a moment. Hubie Brown deploying his troops here. And watch this block by Cartwright.
Good defense by Bill Cartwright coming over, blocking Larry Bird's layup attempt. It gets the Knicks into their running game. Here you see Sparrow on his way to the hoop. Gerald Henderson with the foul right there. That's a tough foul to take because Henderson was making sure that Sparrow did not shoot an open layup as they both hit the floor, but Sparrow will shoot 2 free throws.
Well, those who saw the game and read the papers about the fight between Walker and Ainge were wondering whether we'd have something out here tonight. I think you have to understand these guys are playing for a championship, or hopefully for a chance to play for a champion. Not concerned with fighting out here. They're concerned about winning or losing a game. There hasn't been anything looking like a fight here tonight.
No, it's been real hard basketball, tough basketball by both ball clubs so far.
Knicks by 7. 6:20 to play in the 4th period. Henderson has played well. He's got 5 fouls now, by the way. Parrish pushed Bernard King away. Boy, it's physical. Ainge a miss. And Cartwright got the rebound. And we're coming up on 6 minutes to play in the 4th period. 94-87, the Knickerbockers. Bernard King has been held to 2 baskets in the second half. He's had foul shots, but they've stopped him from scoring. The Celtics have, with 1 second. And a foul. Bennett called a foul as they collapsed and stripped Bernard King.
And K.C. Jones is working on a technical, Jim. He's out on the floor. He did not like that call. Excuse me. Bernard King will shoot 2 free throws.
Foul with shots, Larry Bird.
And who said K.C.
That's
wasn't
Bird.
an emotional man?
Bird's foul. 3 on Bird.
Bernard King.
Still the best defensive guard I ever saw in this game.
There he goes. I
He
knew
got
he was
his
going to get
technical.
it. Yes.
Now Ray Williams will shoot the technical as K.C. Jones.
Well, he had to get his money's worth, and he also got a point over to the official, John Bennett. Although Larry Bird, I felt, did reach in when King made his move then.
Murray Sparrow bounced it in. Ray Williams going to take the technical, and then the Knicks decided to give it to Sparrow, who had just hit 2 previous foul shots. In any event, the Knicks get the technical foul shot. Now Bernard King is going to get 2 at the foul line. Let's see what cost KC.
KC says, well, why don't you make that call, John? And John says, I think I will. There you go. Technical foul. KC says, thank you. I earned that.
Bernard King has now missed 3 foul shots, and it's his last 3 foul shots after hitting 10 in a row. No, he made 1 in between. Bernard King now with 38, and the Knicks lead is 9. 5:40 to play in the 4th period.
Foul on Ray Williams against Larry Bird. Ray throwing a forearm and a shoulder into Larry Bird. And that's the Knicks' 4th team foul, so the Celtics will take it out of bounds on the side. Look at Larry Bird's elbows. You don't think this isn't a physical game? Scars, bruises, and floor burns.
Celtics retain possession. And the Knicks get the ball. Sparrow was doing a lot of jumping on the board that time, keeping it alive, finally tipped it over to Cartwright. And the Knicks now, they're coming up on 5 minutes to play in the 4th. Cartwright. Ray Williams. Back to Cartwright. Out to Sparrow. Nice movement. Great ball movement by the Knicks. And now they go up by 11 with 4:48. And a timeout Boston. Timeout Celtics with 4:48 to play in the 4th. And the Knickerbockers have taken an 11-point lead from Madison Square Garden. This is Knicks basketball. There's nothing very normal up at the Garden at this point. Game 6 of the playoffs has been absolutely incredible. And watch the Knick ball movement.
And that's the first time tonight, Jim, that the Knicks have been able to swing the ball from strong side to weak side. Got something out of it with Louis Orr hitting the left-handed layup.
All right, Wedman in the game. That's good defense by Cartwright. And here come the Knicks. Bernard King, coast to coast. And the Knicks go up by 13, and that's 40 points for Bernard King. 187 Knicks. A foul before the shot.
Foul was on Louis Orr with the matchup with Kevin McHale. McHale will shoot 2 free throws as the Knicks are up by 13. And with 4:19 to go, you see the bench scoring there. Great contribution by the bench of the New York Knicks as Kevin McHale has been held in check most of the night.
McHale's had some very difficult games here in the Garden. He's had some marvelous games in the Boston Garden. Kevin now with his first 2 points of the second half. He's got 12 in the game. And the Knicks are being pressed on the inbounds pass, and they get into Louis Orr. And now they break that. Knicks by 11. 4:11 to play in the game. Bernard King. Again.
That was unbelievable. He shot that ball with McHale on him and Parrish in front of him. Unbelievable, Bernard King.
And McHale gets loose underneath. And the Knicks lead is 11. And we have 3:53 to play. And now we have some words between McHale and Bernard King. McHale and King having words. I didn't see how that started.
Well, Hubie Brown is talking to Bernard King. He wants an explanation from him. The officials now seem to have gotten things under control. Bernard is talking to Kevin McHale again. I want to tell you one thing. Now, they just shook hands.
All right.
They just shook hands, but I can tell you one thing. There has been a lot said in the papers coming from Kevin McHale and Cedric Maxwell, and Bernard King now has burned them for 40 points, 42 points to be exact, and that has to hurt a little, you know?
Great block and a jump ball. Bernard was going right to the hoop with a jam, and what a terrific defensive play.
Super block by Robert Parrish. As you see Bernard King on his way to the hoop. There you see Robert Parrish stopping it. Jump ball right now.
King and Parrish. Sparrow, beautiful anticipation. Parrish easily got the tip. 44, Bernard King. And the Knicks by 13, 3:23. Can't say enough about Gerald Henderson's offensive effort tonight. And the Knicks by 11. Ray Williams. Nowhere to go. Bird is steal. And Bird is double teamed.
Oh, I can't. Oh, now see.
Earl Strom just threw Sparrow out of the game.
Now this is tough. This is tough. This is tough. Regardless of what the intent is here with Rory Sparrow, this is tough. Because the same thing happened to him with Gerald Henderson. Here you see Bird on his way after the steal to the basket. He knows he's getting ready to be hit. He looks over his shoulder right there.
Oh,
Sparrow,
I tell you.
yes, I'm going to tell you, but Sparrow thought that he was going up with the shot. He didn't know that Ray Williams was going to grab him from behind and not be able to extend his arms. So Larry Bird right now is at the free throw line. That's not any worse than what happened to him when Gerald Henderson hit him off balance. Not any worse. Believe me, that is tough. That is tough. I'm telling you, Jim.
Butch, I'm not arguing with you. I'm just telling you that was some shot that Rory Sparrow hit him in the head.
Let me tell you, he is.
I'm not arguing with you.
No.
Butch,
I know that, but Larry Bird is more apt to get up off the floor from that than Sparrow was when he was off balance when Henderson hit him. Believe me.
All right. Larry Bird with the ball at the foul line for 2. I was telling you about 5 minutes ago how the fight that happened the other night had nothing to do with the game, that these guys,
there's bad blood between the two ball clubs.
Now the bad blood's coming out. Although there's been no fight, there's been a lot of words and banging. I tell you what, there's something about a New York-Boston rivalry in anything. Whether it's the Yankees and the Red Sox, or whether it's the Bruins and the Rangers. No way, this game isn't over yet.
It's by a long shot. By a lot of basketball to be played.
Gerald Henderson again. And now the Knicks lead is cut to 7 with 2:29. Henderson 9 for 13. Knicks call timeout. Henderson's got 20 points. And now it's a 7-point game with 2:24 to go, Butch.
With 2:24 to go, Jim, there's a lot of basketball to be played. Now, the Knicks are beginning to nurse this 7-point lead, or the lead that they've had. They've been tentative on the offensive end, not running their offense And I would have to think, instead of trying now with 2:24 to go, instead of trying to get a player posted down low or to get a guy down low standing still, they would be better off with a lot of movement, swinging the ball from strong side to weak side, forcing the Boston Celtics to play defense.
All right, so the Knicks lead is 7. Getty, maker of high-performance gasolines, will salute another star performance. And we'll have our selection of tonight's Getty MVP in a few moments. Jimmy Brown trying to get his club to game number 7 in Boston on Sunday afternoon. Well, it's never very nice having to play the Celtics in Boston. I should say it's not very easy to play the Boston Celtics in Boston anytime. But if it does go to 7 games, it's not the easiest place in the world to play, but right now, Hubie Brown, the Knicks will take a try at it, would like to.
Well, they will, as you see the timeout situation remain by both ball clubs. And like I said, there's a lot of ball to be played. As you look at Dennis Johnson, apparently his right shoulder is bothering him, so KC is taking a chance just in case he needs Dennis Johnson for the 7th game.
All right, ML Carr is coming in the ball game. Itzhak Perlman, world-renowned violinist and a native of New York, a West Sider, in fact, and obviously he knows where the action's at.
He must live in your neighborhood.
Yeah, he does. All right, the Knicks now, let's give you the lineups. It's Orr, Cartwright, Bernard King, Darrell Walker, and Ray Williams against ML Carr, Henderson, Bird, McHale, and Parrish. Knicks by 7. Coming up on 2:19 to play in the 4th. McHale playing Bernard King. Right now, Walker with the ball. 4 on the shot clock. Bernard's shot out of bounds. And it belongs to who? Boston. 24-second violation.
The ball did not touch anything. The Knicks need to get back defensively and see if they can stop the Boston Celtics this time down the floor.
Bird. And they'll count the basket. They saw no offensive interference there. 104-99. The Knicks' 13-point lead has been cut to 5 by 8 straight Celtic points. And give the Green Wave some credit, boy. They never quit.
That's a lead. Well, they turned the ball over. Ray Williams did.
And then Ray stole it. And Bird got it back. And Bird's foul.
That's a super effort by Larry Bird that time. Actually, it looked like he had lost control of the ball. He put the shot up, followed his own shot. Then he went back up and was fouled. Larry Bird doing a tremendous job. Let's see. Here you see Ray knocking the ball away from Carr. Now, Walker gets control of it, and he tries to make the pass to Bernard King too long. Now, watch Larry Bird. This is going to be a great effort. Now, behind the back pass, he puts the ball up right there, continues to get the good position. Now, that's great basketball. Goes right straight back up. Contact's made. He shoots 2 free throws, and only the great players can make a play like that.
All right, Bird trying to bring the Celtics within 3. Well, we talked about Bernard King. He's had a great night, 44. Don't forget this man. Bird's got 34. He's carried his club in the second half. And the Knicks lead is 4 points. And now everything important. Not that it hasn't been, but right now, every possession, every basket, every turnover, every rebound. Ray Williams. Cartwright. Ray Williams. Cartwright. He's fouled.
Lucky, Jim. The Knicks were lucky again, trying to get the ball down inside. This time to Cartwright, and when he made his move, it was only 2 seconds left on the shot clock. Foul is called, 6th personal foul on, I think, Robert Parrish. He leaves as Cartwright goes to the free throw line. Here you see Cartwright making his move right here. He goes up. There's the contact. Parrish leaves.
Well, Robert Parrish had a very quiet night offensively. He only had 6 points. And that's not the Robert Parrish that the Celtics need.
No, he's been a very consistent player in the series. This particular series, he has averaged 18 points a ball game. 16 points a ball game. But his best work has been done on the defensive end, on the rebounds. He has averaged 10 rebounds a game tonight. It was subpar.
Cartwright clutch job at the foul line. These are big foul shots. 13 for Cartwright. More importantly, the Knicks lead is 5 with 1:13 to play.
Everything's big from here on in, Jim.
8 for 8 for Cartwright from the foul line. Celtics get timeout with 1:13. This crowd, let's salute them, Butch Beard. They've been ready since they walked into the building about 6:30, and they've been yelling since 6:30. That's 4 hours. And there he is. Who else? Getty congratulates Bernard King. 44 points so far tonight. He's Getty's most valuable player for the Knicks, giving performance miles ahead of himself. Tonight, Bernard King receives Getty gift certificates at Getty. The proof is at the pump.
Bernard King has had an excellent game. Still a lot of basketball to be played, especially when you have a guy like Larry Bird who can shoot the three-pointer. The Knicks are up by 6 with 1:13 to go. But the most important thing that Hubie Brown is probably preaching in that timeout huddle is play the good defense and no fouls. And when the ball goes up, you must block out and get the rebounds. I want to send 5 players to the defensive boards, and when we get it, slow it down, run some time, but let's get a good shot down on the offensive end. KC, on the other hand, he wants to score right away and then let his defense turn over and hopefully win the game for him.
So the Knickerbockers, who toward the end of the regular season were not playing the kind of ball that they played in the middle of the season, went into the playoffs not really on all their cylinders. But somehow, through the great effort of Bernard King and playing a tremendous clutch 5th game in Detroit, they won and advanced to take on the Celtics. Now, most did not give them much of a chance against this team, the team that had the best regular season record. And after the Knicks lost the first 2 games in Boston, they all seemed justified in thinking they didn't have a chance. But all of a sudden, the Knicks are 3-2 down and leading by 6, and there's a chance. And it's far from being over that there might be a 7th game. Buckner to Bird. And a foul. And that's exactly what Hubie Brown doesn't want.
Just a little too aggressive. They wanted to do that. They did the right thing by having Buckner take the shot. He tried to get it down to Bird, but Buckner was smart enough to take up that slack, and he did. When Bird gave him the ball back, he went up for the shot. Walker blocked the shot, but he also created contact. Trent Tucker comes in, Walker leaves. Buckner shoots 2 important free throws for the Boston Celtics.
Now, Trent Tucker's in the game for Walker. Hubie's talking to Durrell. But Hubie may be platooning here. Walker, of course, Tucker, a great outside shooter.
Yes, he's going offense-defense with those 2 players right now, but it's important that Ray Williams now keeps the ball under control because he will control the ball with Sparrow out.
And the Celtics stay in the game as Buckner rolls in a couple. Chuck Robinson almost lost the ball.
Smart move by Truck Robinson. He called a timeout, and that was a heads-up play by Truck Robinson. 22nd timeout he called.
Hubie wants a 20 and he gets it. 22nd timeout.
Another smart move. Hubie making sure that the official knows that there's a 22nd timeout. Now there's only 4 seconds. Let me see. Hold it. 24. Blah, 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 blah. I'm trying to subtract and add 6 seconds to get the ball over the 10-second line.
All right, let me get. Speaking of numbers, the Knickerbockers led this game 100-87. Since then, the Celtics have outscored the Knicks 15-6. Now, that's with 1:05 to go now in the game. If the Knicks defeat the Boston Celtics tonight, and we're a long way from accomplishing that, the final and decisive game of this Eastern Conference semifinal series will be Sunday afternoon at the Boston Garden. That game will be heard live on WNEW radio, beginning with a pregame show at 12:50. It can be seen on CBS television at 1 o'clock. That's Sunday afternoon, Game 7, provided the Knicks survive the last minute and 1 second. 4 seconds came off the clock.
6 seconds to get it across the 10-second line, so the Knicks are going to have to hurry to get it over the 10-second line as the Celtics apply pressure.
All right, Bernard King with the ball. Crosses over with the dribble and gets to the front court. He knew what he was doing. Well, he always does. Give it to Ray Williams now with 9 seconds. 50 on the clock. Big time down for the Knicks. Cartwright, a big shot. And they miss, and the Celtics are still in it. 40 seconds. Watch Bird with 38. Bernard won't give him the shot. 32 seconds. Ainge got the roll. Danny Ainge rolled it in. And here comes Ray Williams with 26 seconds, and the Knicks by 2. Incredible. 19 seconds. 13 on the shot clock. 15 in the game, 10 on the clock. Celtics are allowing Ray Williams to do his thing. And the Celtics will have the ball with 6 seconds. Celtics will have it with 6 seconds and a chance to tie or win.
Well, Hubie Brown got what he wanted. He got a one-on-one situation with Ray Williams against Danny Ainge. And I hope we can see the replay, because as Ray started to make his move, Larry Bird came over from his man, tried to draw the charging foul. As Ray put the shot up, he was trying to avoid Larry Bird, and Ray missed the shot. Here, we'll see it right here. Now watch Ray as he drives to the hoop. Look at Larry Bird. Now he's trying to draw the charge. Now what happens in that situation is a player who puts a shot up loses concentration. Ray is lucky that they did not call a foul on him as he tried to knock the ball away from McHale. Jim, in this situation, the player who guards Larry Bird cannot help out anywhere, especially if he's from three-point range and away from the ball. He must not try to play team defense. He must play individual defense. And this is the beauty of the game, because regardless of what the players, regardless of what the coaches put on these boards, it boils down to who makes the human execution.
All right, 6 seconds to play. It's gotten down to this. And again, when you throw accolades around, we were throwing accolades to the Knicks for their comeback in this series. Say some for the Boston Celtics,
yes,
who trailed 100-87 in this game, seemingly out of it, and proceeded to score 17 points, hold the Knicks to 6, and now have the ball back at midcourt with 6 seconds, a chance to tie or win. So give the Green Wave some credit. Of course, Bernard King, again superior tonight, 44. Larry Bird has 35. But he'll have probably a chance to add to that. McHale and Bird and Wedman, a good shooter. And Henderson, who's killed the Knicks tonight, and Maxwell, who'll trigger it in. Walker, Ray Williams, Webster, King, and Robinson will play the ball.
And the Celtics only have a 20-second timeout if the Knicks can play good
6 seconds
defense.
to Bird. A follow shot rolled off the rim. And what an emotional ending. The Celtics came very close. But the Knicks prevailed. And now it's back to Beantown for Game 7. What a game. What a finish, book. And this crowd has been on its feet for 4 hours. Since they walked in the building at 6:30, let out a combination sigh of relief and roar as the follow shot rolled off the rim. Celtics had a good chance at it. Bird couldn't get it down. They couldn't get the follow. Stay with us for more from the Garden. Final score, the Knicks win it 106-104.